Hey, 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 hey. So, yeah. First of all, this is a acquaintance of mine. His sister turned it through an AI art. A thingamajig. I decided that I'm gonna do something silly with it. Let's see. Let's see. Vote. All right, sort of a distraction, but I have a plan here. You see. Let's see if we can just fling. I'm just gonna make a mock campaign poster out of this. Mm. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Select. Is expand like area 5. Apply the color. Hmm. Hmm. Sort of works. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. What is that symbol? Where is it? What's wrong here? Azure expand. Hmm. Now I need a background here. Ja. Mm, ja. Nei, men jeg har holder på å spise akkurat nå. Ah, ja, ja. Mm. Ups. Er det ikke på strøm? Mm. 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 Na, 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 na. Jeg håper det kommer en ny telefon i posten snart. Mm. Come on, elendige telefon. The phone just went. Okay. Ja, nå påstår batteriet 55. Mm. Vote for Mrs. Swingster. We are blackjack and hookers. Ja. Hmm. Mm. La oss se nå hva var det jeg skulle ha. Jeg skulle finne fram PNG-bilder fra før. We're currently at P13. So much processed. Okay. Let's see. Need to try and push the door. Doesn't work. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay, so I have a certain flow. Mm. Oh, I slept bad. Mm. Okay, so all right. Punt. Mm. So you just kick the door in irritation. Okay, then you need to figure out the picking up of the ladder. Mm. Okay. Mm. Okay. Okay, so you kick the door. Yes, it's an irritation. It's a trait the character have. Mm. 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 Yeah. Okay. Mm. Mm-hmm. Then we need to switch to the proper angle again. Mm. No. Ja, dammit, han er så veldig. Mm. Oh yeah. So yeah. So, yeah. Mm, okay, so the door cannot be opened. If it is really like this, right? Let's see. How much? Ooh. Yeah. So. Okay, now let's see where it can go from here. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, that is slightly cold today tonight. I don't want to use it, but I have to. Okay. Okay, so I feel this movie framing here needs to be better. Okay, so my plan here is to plan out this page. Hmm. Hmm. Okej, så la oss se om vi kan få dette til, da. Hmm. Ja, ok. Hmm. Let's see if we can make the Woodroyd. All right. So give the here Rogic. Oh god, my ear. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay, so let's see here then. Hmm. Let's see. How do you? Hmm. See, so we go into this first, but I should just keep going. Let's see. I don't think this is the best approach in this case. Hmm. 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 What to the hell? Okay. I need to work a bit on the execution and the design. But I have a plan nonetheless. Oh. Ah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, I figured. Ah, no, Portal. Oh, he has friends. That's. Uh, okay. Ah. Yeah, okay then. I usually just use my own face in the avatar these days. Ah. Well, nonetheless, hello to you. Ah.
Cisco.
I've never been to the States. I haven't really had any plans to go there anytime soon because
I
for a
don't blame
very
you.
for a very simple reason. There's a world outside and there's so many other places to go with more history and less political drivel.
Yep.
Yes, I live in Norway, and in Norway have a lot more cultural travel and exchange, and usually seen more of the world. So we are a
Hmm.
bit more familiar with all the more exotic locations.
Yeah. I'm Danish, German, and Native American Indian.
Ah, so where does that get you in life?
Nowhere.
Well, I haven't almost known person I know in Norway ever talks about where they like I have this much blood and this much ancestry.
Hmm.
The only time it shows up is when some old people are angry at some kids because they were born from a German it was the father was a German man during the occupation of Norway.
my dad was in the war, but he was in the Pacific Ocean Navy.
Ah. Now you see, sometimes Norwegian girls fell for German soldiers, and they had children. And those children were hated by all of the very patriotic people that survived the war.
Mm-hmm.
Because, traitors. So naturally, you have to blame the children.
Nah.
You blame the
And my
parents, you blame the children and the grandchildren.
even though they weren't here yet, that's stupid.
Oh, yes, it's very stupid, but that's how it goes.
Yep. My mother's the Danish one.
Ah,
Mm. Or the Danish part, I should say.
my next, potential future plan for vacation is London or going to Kyoto. Because I want to see all the old stuff and historical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're saying you know Portal. Uh,
I've
so he
known him
has
for some
roped you into
good time.
Borderlands.
Oh, I play Borderlands. I prefer number one and then two, and I'm not a real major fan of three, but I am playing it right now again. I've played it all the way through, and the same with that other one that was made in Australia, the pre-sequel.
Ah. Yeah.
I didn't like that one much.
The third game has some good ideas. Too reliant on bad storytelling and arena fights.
Mm-hmm.
Protagonist, stand inside this circle and fight. Oh, you come to a new area. Stand inside this room and fight. Oh, it's a cutscene. Watch everything unfolds and can affect nothing. And previous characters act like idiots. You're like, yay. I was not very satisfied. Oh, and the villains are influencers that you could have beaten in 10 minutes flat with a bullet.
Yep.
Something Lilith should have no problem doing. But one of the main gimmicks with her was shooting a billion bullets at the same time with a machine gun. But no, she had to go out like an idiot.
There's one thing in the storyline that did not make sense, and that was the death of Roland. He should have just reappeared in that machine again, like he did before.
Yeah,
First
that's
game. You know
it's
what I mean?
yeah, it's there's just so many, there's so much inconsistencies. It hurts.
Yep.
It's my first is what I would call my first time writing a major story for a project, and I have written nothing, almost nothing before, kind of plot.
Oh, okay.
As in, we have some ideas, I have some grand plans, but you lack the experience to make them interesting. So it just becomes the typical badly written fan fiction. The
Hmm.
kind you write when you are between 12 and 16, and you try to continue a story you liked.
Oh yeah.
By introducing new characters and shafting the old ones and making the new characters more edgy and less interesting.
Yeah, I know some animes that I wish would have continued.
Yeah, and there's some animes I wish would they would actually finish them.
Let's see.
Well, I did watch Heaven's Feel the other day. The Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel animated movies, and those were good. That's it insane, but quite good.
I've watched over 100 animes over the couple years.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, well, I am disabled and at home, so I've got all the time in the world.
Ah, yes. I just know that I watch a lot of anime, but I'm starting to get. I don't watch all of them anymore. I just starting to have started to weed out the most interesting ones. If I can find a copy of it somewhere that's not
Hmm.
completely rubbish.
Well, I have I watch most of mine on a certain website, and it's called WS or something. I'm not sure. I can look it up, but they've got movies, dubbed, undubbed,
Ah,
all kinds, and
I could probably link it.
animated. Yeah, I'm trying to get to it now.
I these days I mostly watch it on Netflix, and I have a friend who really enjoys getting the best quality of the movie he can, the series he can possibly get.
Hmm.
Because he has a home system that is better than, in many ways, better, more pleasant than a cinema. It's not big, but the volume is not too loud. And he has a kicking bass. That always helps.
Okay, here we go.
Oh. Let's see. This can't hurt too much. Hmm. I am definitely bookmarking that one. I can make some interesting videos out of anime content. One of the things I do is make stuff on YouTube and trying to, make it work.
Hmm.
It's difficult, but I do try. So I somehow ended up making silly short animation this year.
Who knows? I may have come across one.
Yeah, I have posted some of them in the some of the chats.
Let's see, trying to think what was one of my favorite series was. Yeah, I saw it recently. Let's see.
One I found really fun. I saw it a couple of months ago, and that's the beginning of Read or Die.
Read or Die.
Yeah, ROD. ROD, because it has the first scene start with a author having a signing, and then some crazy bomber appears and attaches a bomb to her wrist
Mm.
because he's angry that she's so popular. And then comes along a trio of girls who has the ability to bend paper. Their superpower is paper manipulation. And then it
Okay,
as
these are animation. These are animations you made.
yes.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but I am a voted for Trump. Trump.
Ah, I don't care. He was entertaining if nothing else.
They didn't like him because they couldn't control him.
Yeah, and but he is at least entertaining. I mean, most of the people showing up in the political sphere are often either very screwed up or extremely boring or inconsequential. So I suppose the worst thing you can have is maybe the best or the worst thing you can have a boring but dumb leader.
Hmm.
Because even if he does bad choices, if he is interesting, at least you're entertained. Personally, I don't care too much either way. It's Yeah, I'm just trying to be a bit careful with American politics because it gets so annoying. Because if you want to start interacting with it, the social media feeds becomes even worse than usual.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I found out a bit silly thing when it comes to Trump though. In Norway, we have two versions of the Norwegian written language, and the new Norwegian one apparently has a dictionary word called Trump, and it translates to a bit of a grumpy handful and hard to deal with old man.
Dang it! Where is that anime? I know it's on this list. Um, there is one, High School of the Dead. I thought was pretty good. Zombies.
Oh, right. Let's see. Trump. Possibly related to the word trample. Big tongue and stiff creature. Big, heavy, and stiff creature. Two is selfish and very hard to deal with person. That's the Norwegian word for what Trump means. It's,
Oh, here we are.
but yeah, needless to say, I just make stupid animation based on silly ideas, and hopefully they work out. So, what did you call anime?
I'm sending you a link to it right now. This is one I really enjoyed. And there's actually a little bit of a kind of a part two. It's only a few episodes, but it concludes the story. I'm sending that part next.
Hmm. Real life. Hmm.
Yeah, it's basically about a man and who's he's got a dead end job. He really messed up in high school and stuff, so they give certain people that qualify, and he's one of them. It's like a magic pill that de-ages you 10 years. And they put you in a high school so you can relive high school, actually make friends this time if you didn't make friends the last time.
Ah, you get a second
Eh,
chance at the high school.
right, but you still have your adult memories. So, and when the thing's over, um, you're gonna lose your memories of what happened, and the high school students that you interacted with will lose memories of you as well. So it's like you never existed in that time, in the present time period.
Ah, I know what I would do with
But
that.
he does he well, I don't want to give it away, but he falls in love with the girl, and the girl falls in love with him, and that's where part two comes in. That's that
Ah,
second
the
season.
resolution.
Mm-hmm.
One series I quite enjoy is Fate's Day Night.
I'm not sure if I know that one.
Essentially, the idea, the main character is a bit dumb, suicidal idiot, but the idea is that several magicians summons a heroic and version of a myth and logical characters and have them fight each other to the death in order to trigger a holy grail that is supposed to grant a wish.
Hmm.
So you have, which is just an excuse to have historical characters from myth and legends fight each other with superpowers, such as Hercules and or they can or King Arthur, Cuchulainn, some Irish hero, folk hero, and such.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a main character that gets stabbed several times because he jumps in the front of danger.
Oh boy.
And and Arthur, the King of England, is also somehow turned into a woman.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it actually, if you look it up, it does sort of make sense based on the mythology around King Arthur and the shenanigans to do with magic and Merlin. But then again, you also have a couple of other weird character choices like Medusa and Gimlegesh and such. And they all have bullshit powers based on the class and what kind of myth they have surrounding themselves.
Hmm.
There's more to it than that, but the essence is a death match between superpowered heroes and villains from heroic spirits from history, real or not so real or mythological.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Hmm. Do we got another homeless person going through our garbage downstairs? Damn. I watch security cameras here.
Ah,
And homeless are always going through our garbage.
yeah, that's why they're homeless. They have nothing better to do.
Yep.
Uh,
Well, I know one homeless guy. He actually helps me out around here outside. And he actually makes a little money doing it too.
But yeah, but still, in most cases, the issue with homeless people have is that they literally have nothing to do and nobody's willing to do anything. So you end up with people mulling around just doing whatever they can.
Yep. I don't think he's going to find much in there. At least nothing edible.
No, but hey, I suppose is also very bored. Suppose that is the person's lot in life, walking around at night like a raccoon.
Well, like they say, everybody's two paychecks away from homelessness.
Pretty much, but still, sometimes you just, I suppose, you don't have anything better to do, so you just walk around like a raccoon, like a trash panda, and look for whatever interesting thing you can find. The most homeless people we have here in Norway are street beggars that generally just send the money back to the family.
Yep.
It's more like since they don't really have it seems to be their sort of retirement plan. They don't have anything more to do in life, so they just sit around asking for money.
Then they use it to buy drugs or booze.
Nah, that's probably just feed their families, who is living
Ar-
off their
Around
grandparents.
here, not around here. It's the buy booze.
No, around here. It's the druggies that does that.
Hmm. And we got those two. I was at a doctor's appointment once, and he asked me, "Do you drink?" I said, "No." "Do you do drugs?" I said, "No." "Do you smoke?" I said, "No." And he goes, "What's wrong with you?"
uh,
What's wrong with me? Well, I stayed away from that stuff.
yeah, I mean, if we can avoid it, there's no reason to do it, because it gives you literally about the only benefit you really get from alcohol is making it makes it easier to communicate with some people.
Hmm.
But
Well, my dad and my brother were alcoholics, and so I stayed away from that. And my brother and my sister smoked pot, so I stayed away from that because I saw what it did to them. I had prime examples of what not to do.
yeah, I can see that. Still,
Yep.
it is what it is.
Yep. I mean, I don't tell people you shouldn't do that or you shouldn't do this. It's not my business. I'm just saying from my own experience.
God dang it! Was it 11? Yes. Meanwhile, I'm working on the layout for a comic page.
I collect comics. Right now it's just Star Trek, but I used to collect Alien, Predator,
Oh, yeah, okay.
different ones, different ones. Green Hornet.
Well, that's not the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, I have every Star Trek comic from 1970 to current day.
Okay, that's quite a lot.
Yep. Well, I started collecting when I was 10 years old, so
Yeah, I can't
uh,
fault you for that.
yeah. How old do you think I am by listening to my voice?
Yeah, what, somewhere around 50s, 50s, 60s?
Ah, everybody thinks I'm in my 20s, but I'm 62.
Ah,
You're one of the few people that ever said something that high.
I base it around the fact that you said you know Portal and and the cadence of your voice.
Whoa, Sonny,
I don't know what you're talking about.
get off the grass.
Oh, you're supposed to touch the grass and smoke it.
Yeah, I used to really fool people. They think I'm a lot younger, and then I would do the old man voice, and they start laughing.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Oh, they did. In fact, some of the gamers that I know that are still on, I've known since they were like maybe elementary or junior high, and now they're in college
Ah,
or working a long time.
well, I suppose that's not the worst you can do.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm not sure, but I think I met Portal and you for fun in Dead Island was the game.
I have not touched Dead Island.
Yeah. After that came Dying Light. I love Dying Light. That's a good game.
It has a good qualities, but I got a bit annoyed toward after playing it for a bit too much, cause I got stuck in I just got stuck in a jail with no ammo, and I had to fight a giant slab of a boss.
And Dying Light? Um,
No, are they
or Dead
Dying
Island.
Light or Dead by Daylight?
I've never played Dead by Daylight.
No, I mean Dying Light is the parkour, with the parkour and the horde.
Yes.
Because I see one of the DLCs, you are in a prison.
Oh yeah, I never made it through that. So
No, I spent way too many hours in that damn prison trying to get to kill a boss without having any ammo left.
well, you can continue the game without touching that and move on.
Yes, but the thing is, I was. It was just a bit irritating getting out of there.
Well, doesn't it usually start you back at the beginning again, and you can exit out from there?
I suppose so, but I also were a bit
Plus,
stubborn, and
yeah, I know that. I know what that's like.
and besides, I couldn't really find an exit, and it was the last thing to do in that damn dungeon.
I know because you got to keep moving.
So in essence, there is in Dying Light there are some really big, bulky bastards that run around with those tank thingies that throw heavy stuff at you and such.
Yeah, you just got to avoid them. Yeah,
Those are not recommended trying to fight with melee weapons.
right. Well, there is one that the bad guy you get lured into the not they don't call it the cage. What do they call it? It was underground. when you're trying to rescue the doctor. I don't know if you've gotten that far.
Okay.
Uh, well, the secret of killing the big guy in there is make him run into the barrels with the spikes sticking in out of them.
So eventually I just activated trainer and gave myself infinite ammo. Just to get out of the damn hellhole.
I used to use trainers, but not so much now.
It really depends on if I just want to. In some games, it's just fun to activate it to try out stupid stuff that makes no sense. Like in
Right.
Hitman, because infinite ammo allows you to just go to town with some of the weapons.
Mm-hmm. I've used the cheat engine to just get past the point I just cannot get past, and then I move on without it.
Ah, of course, it has its uses, but I mostly do it for shits and giggles in single player games
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I want to try
right.
something stupid and different.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have used the cheat engines after I completed the game normally, and then I'll use the stuff to add things to it and have some fun with it.
Yeah, I
But I at
mean,
least try to play the game, without cheating, at least one time through.
yeah, because it's also a bit fun when it comes to some games though, when with the whole modding community.
Yeah.
So there are some games I play you can't cheat in any possible way aside from being exploiting the AI. As my favorite game series is probably Command and Conquer Generals and such, and Red Alert.
Oh,
But General Command
yeah.
and Conquer Generals is also the most politically incorrect strategy game out there.
Strategy games. Yeah, I'm an FPS or first
No.
person shooter.
Oh, I would play a lot of those, but yeah, you know, during the whole World Trade Center and the war on terror
Yeah.
and fighting Taliban. Well, this
Hmm.
strategy game follows you have China, uh, you have USA, and then you have the Global Liberation Army that uses junk equipment and ambush tactics and anthrax, and we have turbines and drive around in pickup trucks with machine guns on it.
Oh, the yeah
While
Muslims.
yeah, while America is high tech and China is just good armor and Gatling guns and napalm and nukes. So
Yeah.
yeah, what?
Uh, the clan I'm in, the OFC, Old Fart Clan.
Yeah,
We used to play a lot of like Call of Duty, but I got so sick of run, shoot, die, run, shoot, die, run, shoot, die, repeat. I like games that have a story, like Borderlands and Dying Light. At least they have a story
and you
that you to get to it to the end.
even better if they have co-op.
Oh yeah, those games have co-op. Yeah, yeah. I just don't like those run, shoot, die games like Call of Duty. That's just one of them. But
Yeah, generic death matches can get a bit.
boring.
Yeah, like what is it? Oh yeah, Counter Strike is the prime example. Counter Strike and you have Unreal Tournament.
Oh, I liked UTO4, Unreal Tournament 2004. I like that one. That's about the only one.
But you can also that you can modify it to hack and back with all sort of shenanigans. So
Oh yeah.
It had more to it than just running and gunning.
Oh, I used to make skins for UTO4,
Oh,
but you can't do that anymore. They stopped it somehow.
strange.
Well, it's what I did was there was somebody I used to date a long time ago, back in college. She ended up being a real bitch. So I actually made a skin of her. It looked pretty good. And every year on her birthday, I would play the game, put that skin on, and just blow the fuck out of her over and over and over again.
Oh, that must feel good.
Oh yeah, I haven't done that in years, but I've been with my current girlfriend for quite a while, so and I wouldn't do that to her, but the other one, she was a real a user, somebody who uses people.
Ah, yes. Not every person is a good person.
Yep. Everybody thought, even I did, that thought we'd be getting married and all this stuff, and it was bullshit. She lied.
Okay, yeah, okay then. Yeah, I know how it is that some peoples are extremely difficult to have any sort of meaningful relationship with.
Hmm.
I was in a relationship with someone who has been a snuggle struggle victim. And
A
man,
what?
yeah, she's been through some of the most horrifying shit you can do, expose a human being to.
Tortured?
Nah, it has to do with mostly with human feces and prostitution.
Ew.
So yeah, yeah, the problem is you become more like a caretaker than a boyfriend,
Hmm.
and that gets really really irritating because there's only so many nights you can handle someone. Can handle someone having two different personalities, Hollywood style, and having to pull them out of the bathroom while they're laying in a ball on the floor.
Oh boy.
It's just not very feasible, for having a good time. Having to rescue someone while they fetal position on the floor.
Yeah.
The only way to really get some people like that off the floor is you roll them onto a towel. Find a big long towel, you roll them sideways onto it, and then you drag each of the ends and pull. And eventually you slide them through the door opening. And then you slide them through the room and flip them onto the bed.
Hmm.
Very, very clinical and very cynical, but yeah. Some people is just more hassle than the fun you get out of it.
My blood sugar's too high. Ugh.
Well, what do you do about it then?
Well, I have to wait a while before I can eat.
Ah, I didn't. I don't think I have that sort of issue, but
I'm a diabetic. That's
ah,
why.
which type?
Two.
Ah,
I've been diabetic for maybe 15, 20 years maybe.
so yeah, I suppose you suffer from the horrible food choices you have at hand.
pretty much.
As I mean, I've
Uh,
seen some of the when you look at what the food contains, then you see
yep.
how much America has of soda and sugar compared to the same product over here.
Yep.
And you realize, yeah, I don't think that's probably the best combination to eat all the time.
Uh,
So my go-to solution for dinner is generally I just fry chicken and add some spice on top and eat it. Just
me, it's me, it's chicken, maybe a little bit of garlic sausage, peas and carrots, and a little bit of macaroni and cheese.
but yeah, but I found out that just add some good spicy, good something good spices on top of the chicken and just fry it. Fry chicken breast and such. That's generally a very easy meal that is actually
Hmm.
fairly healthy as well.
Yeah. Let me move my microphone over here. Better to talk.
Nah.
I have I have exercise pedals. That's what I'm doing right now. So
Ah,
they
okay.
lower my blood to lower my blood sugar. It's like going for a walk, but faster.
Yeah, and I remember a friend of mine who has working in an office and he has this treadmill he keeps walking on while working on the computer.
I wish I had a treadmill, but I can't fit that in this little apartment.
It was roughly the treadmill was roughly a square wide, very
Yeah,
small, but still, it's
yeah.
interesting to
Our
see.
our apartment's a 12 by 14 with a kitchen and bathroom.
Okay,
What?
that's a bit on the small side.
What was that, hon? Yeah, well, we used to live in another apartment here, and it was even smaller, 10 by 12, with the kitchen and bathroom. Mm.
Let's see. I have kitchen, a living room, a bedroom, a bathroom. Then I have
You're lucky.
then I have the upstairs apartment which I rent out, which also has a couple of more has also all of that.
Mm, nice. I wish we had like a one bedroom. That way we could have the computer and stuff in another room. I have to make a barrier that block the light of the computer so my girlfriend can sleep.
Ah, yes. All computers need so many LED lights.
Yep.
I live in a house that was built somewhere in the 70s, so it's surprisingly roomy, but it's in the middle of a very secluded place also.
Hmm. Yeah, the house I grew up in was built probably late 50s.
Ah, but I don't know what sort of what sort of structural standards is around where you stay. So,
Yeah, well, I grew up in a three-bedroom house.
ah,
My brother and I in one room, my sister in the other, and my parents in the other.
that's not bad at all, really.
Yeah, not bad. Living room, kitchen, family room, a hallway that went to a laundry room, and the garage. We built another room in the garage where my older half brother would live in for a while. Yeah, my parents sold that house. We added a room to it, but they ended up selling it back in the late '80s.
Ah,
Now my mom's in Texas. My dad passed away back in January, but yeah, my younger brother and my mom are in Texas.
so why did you move to this? Why are you in the the place you're in then?
Well, it's inexpensive. Like we've been here for 20 some odd years.
Ah,
So
I guess I just what made you move to that state?
no. I've lived in California all my life.
Ah,
It's my brother and my mother and his family that moved to Texas.
okay. Hmm. All I know of that place is from games
Mm-hmm.
and seeing videos of crazy people on the street. And I'm always wondering what the hell it is with the name Skid Row.
I don't know if Skid Row is more like New York, not Texas.
Yeah, but still, it's just a really ironic name for a place where a lot of miserable people live in horrible conditions.
Yep.
Almost
Yeah.
wondering if it was by design or coincidence.
Skid Row. That's kind of like what's in New York. The slums. Skid Row's kind of where all the drug dealers hang out. I think. Really? My girlfriend says Skid Row is kind of like where all the drug dealers hang out.
Ah,
Like the red light district, prostitutes.
no, because the first when you hear skid, the first thing I just think of skid marks.
He thinks of skid marks when he hears Skid Row. He's in Norway. He's the admin of the channel the guys play on in Borderlands. My girlfriend's not a gamer.
Ah,
Law enforcement. Yeah. Screw around with those people. Yep. They have a law you better obey. Did you hear?
somewhat.
Yeah, she's saying that in Norway is that they have your laws. You better obey them or else.
They're not that bad, but
He says they're not that bad, but probably worse than Russia. Of course, it's worse than Russia.
well, everything is worse if you compare it to Russia or China.
I, I, I was just about to say everything's worse than Russia.
The laws are fairly okay, but you should generally just avoid from being an asshole and driving too fast in traffic.
Oh yeah, all the cars in Russia have to have cameras because of all the fraud.
Yeah. So Norway laws are surprisingly lenient. If somebody has committed murder, they usually don't get life sentence, for example. They
Yeah,
they may be a decade at most.
yeah. Just recently in New York, there's a lot of people breaking all kinds of laws and driving vehicles on the street that don't have licenses, causing accidents and stuff, and the cops can't do a damn thing about it because of and now the liberals that wanted the no cops,
Come
um,
screaming for help.
yeah, they're the ones coming screaming for help when they're the ones that got rid of the cops in the first place. It's really funny.
But yeah, Norwegian laws are actually fairly lenient. The worst case that happens if you murder someone or injure them badly, is that you get at most a decade in prison, and then you
Mm,
probably also have internet connection and social
yeah,
activities.
yeah. That I don't like about some of the prisons having internet access to the outside world. Ugh.
Because the whole point is that when they are trying to reform criminals.
Right, but there's none. That's not even happening, really, if you ask me.
But there's also a couple of other bit stupid things. For example, if you try to commit suicide and you fail, for example, if you drive drunk and hit a tree like a dude I know did, he got several years in prison for trying to commit murder.
Killing a tree.
No, for trying to kill himself.
Yeah, suicide. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you can murder yourself, but that's why
Point
they call it
is,
suicide.
there's
That's
a
why they call it suicide.
yeah, but there's a couple of things that can get you a longer sentence. So just interesting to see how he spent a lot of time in coma and then got thrown into prison for trying to kill himself.
I think he should have stayed in the coma. He
Yeah.
wouldn't be in jail.
Now he's a cripple in a wheelchair, so
Yeah.
well, so there's that.
10 minutes on that exercise thing, and my blood sugar dropped 10 units. Nice.
Yeah, I suppose that's the whole thing with blood sugar. It gives you an excess amount of potential energy the body needs to burn.
Yep. Well, I used to walk around the block here. That would drop my blood sugar really low.
Ah,
But I'm disabled, so it's kind of hard to do that. All that walking.
and also suppose you have questionable neighbors.
Yes. There's people hanging out around here at the smoke shop and, like places like that. And, ugh, I can't stand the smell.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Well, yeah, laws are weird. I did actually spend some time looking up some of the Norwegian weapons laws, for example, and one of the things that's illegal is nunchakus.
Nunchucks,
Yes.
the wood with the chain in the middle.
Yes, or at was called
Yeah.
karate sticks.
Yeah. Nunchucks. Yes.
Yes, they were specifically called karate sticks in the law.
Uh, okay.
They're not even Japanese. But yeah, apparently ninja stars and such became very popular around the time of Bruce Lee.
Oh yeah.
So typical hidden weapons of that sort became quite illegal, like butterfly knives, flip knives, punch knives, nunchakus, throwing stars, blow darts, slingshots.
Oh, I used to be pretty good with a slingshot.
It's I find
Yeah,
it. Mm. But yeah, when you see these weapons, they make you just wonder what the hell went on in that period since they were so afraid of all of these things.
yeah. We used to call a woman's bra double barrel slingshot.
Well, it has elastics, though I doubt anyone would be very happy if you you ruined elastics by putting rocks and shooting them, slinging them around.
That's not what you really would use one for, but I mean, it's just a funny term, double barrel.
I know, but I suppose you could actually succeed if you tried. That's my point.
Yeah.
And I find that's a strange thing I find out is that they're always going on about weapons this and weapons that, and what's legal and illegal.
Hmm.
But in the end, it didn't. It doesn't seem to stop a lot. To stop some people, regardless. And nothing is stopping you from just taking a sharp, pointy stick and stabbing and poke people to death. It is surprisingly common, actually, that people use sharp objects to hurt other people. So yeah, we might not have the whole gun violence thing, but we still have a lot of general human violence because humans.
Hmm. Okay.
But the best part, aside, is probably that I live in a place with practically no natural disasters aside from sometimes an excess amount of water. The worst disaster is probably going to be a big wave at some point, or storm. But no earthquakes, no typhoons, no tornadoes. So I always find it interesting when you look at people, for example, over in America living in a place they call Tornado Valley, and it's like, what the hell? Why do you live in a frigging disaster zone?
I live in where the San Andreas fault line's at. In fact, in between two different fault lines, San Andreas and the Quimby and Hayward fault lines.
Ah,
I'm in the valley.
uh,
Sea level.
so if it's a really bad day, you will suddenly have a canal through your whole street.
Yep, that can happen.
Ah, that's kind of nifty. urban planning, urban planning. This Sim City style.
well, well, in the northern part of San Jose, it's called Alviso, and that area did get flooded before we lived there. You could see the water line of where the flood was, and I'm 5'10", My head would barely stick out above that line. That's how deep the water was. Five,
Oh,
6 feet.
yeah. Stuff like that
A
can
real,
happen.
yep. That's where we lived before living here. I notice you don't hang out with the guys in the evening hours, or unless you're probably sleeping by then.
Yeah, it's generally due to time zones.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Uh,
well, you for funds in the Netherlands. He basically kept his hours so he'd be up at our time.
yeah, but I need to be able to get up, around 8 in the morning,
Right.
which
So
means I generally try to tuck in around 10 or 11 or 12 at night.
yeah, isn't it about 10 now or 10:30? No, it's 2 here. You're 8 or 9 hours ahead, so it's either
Yeah,
10
it's
or 11
11.
o'clock
It's
now.
11 o'clock here.
Okay. So you'll be getting off in a few minutes.
Quite soon. I'm trying to wrap up this page I'm drawing on.
Hmm. I used to draw, with pencil, pencil and paper
Ah,
back in the old days before computers.
I use a bit of both. I plan on paper, but I draw on computer.
Hmm.
Because when I have this the Wacom contraption, I might as well use it.
Right. So you're the admin, right?
Yeah.
I'm unable to put my artwork, on the Goonies art page.
Hmm.
It does a circle with a red line through it.
Strange.
Well, I'm not an actual Goonies official member, but
It's
I've known the guys for a long, long time.
right. Fine. I'll just tick you off as an artist. Now you can.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I have a few things I've done on the computer, and I'll put on later. I did kind of a comic strip uh, called Gaming Days. It was a spoof off of a thing called Working Days.
Ah.
I'd altered the images to be more like me, me in it, and my girlfriend in it, and other people I've known in the past. But I would alter the images so they look different.
Ah. Okay. That's an interesting approach.
Yeah. I mean, I always wanted to do, drawing caricatures and stuff, the comic type, the drawings, but I've just never could do it. I don't know why.
Yeah. This is a hard one.
Yes, caricatures are a hard one, and difficult.
I've been drawing for a long time, and I am almost never satisfied with my own stuff.
Yeah, I drew photographs, stuff like that. Non-moving people, things, people. And in fact, I even repaired photographs,
Oh.
old photographs. They have the lines and stuff in it. I could get rid of the lines. Simple things like that with Photoshop. The mother of a friend of mine from high school, she asked me if I could do some. work on some of her old photos, and she loved what I did.
Ah, that's not too bad. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a while ago, though.
yeah. I have my silly. I got the silly idea is that I need to make chapter one of this story I cooked together. I'm trying to get roughly around 30 pages before Christmas. At least outline for them. They're not going to be perfect. They're not going to have color or anything, but it needs to cover the whole first chapter
Mm-hmm.
in a sequence that makes sense. Then I can go from there.
Right. Let me see. Let's see if I can actually come up with one of my comics. Let's see now. Do 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 do.
So I am currently at 14 pages. But I do admit that I have some fun with posing with 3D models and Google searching to look for poses and how to place people. So instead of having to figure out how to pose people every given time, just look up you do a good search, and you find a picture to mimic. There we go. Yes. Okay. Proportions, yeah. Okay, that one's a bit stupid. Just a bit. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Now you see, I'm dealing with this ladder, and I just realized that I probably made it a little bit too big compared to the character in one scene here. And then I see, whatever. I'll deal with that at another point. Eh, here we go. Because what I've made is definitely not the final product.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to be more than adequate enough. But I still need to fight my own sense of I want this to be perfect. Then you realize I'm drawing. I can't really make it perfect. It's humanly impossible. Because I don't know what perfect is. So I just have to settle for satisfied. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Oh, shit. So you should now be able to post in the.
Okay, I'm going to try in a second. Mm, Goonie artwork.
Yeah.
Okay, here it comes. There we go.
This monitor is huge. Uh,
But what are the the other guy's looking at.
Yeah. Look at that booty.
Yeah, and he's too focused on or I should say, I'm too focused on the monitor. That's supposed to be me, wearing 3D glasses. One blue, one red.
Ah. Yeah, well, it gets the point across, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it seems to work, because Portal have put up. Portal has put on roles for people, and then you can give people their roles in a tick box, and holy crap, he's put in a lot of them. Server roles.
Oh,
Right, this
you might get a kick out of this one.
there's like 20 different roles here.
Oh, yeah. I have a rules thing on my page as well.
Power swearing. Oh yeah, I know of cussing. I play League of Legends.
Yeah. Well, it says we feel it's a natural fit for teenagers. And you see that image on the computer screen?
Yeah.
That's one of my UTO4 skins.
Ah.
That's hmm.
Nice. Oh, I probably should remember to save more often. Because stupid things happen if I don't.
You always got to remember to save.
Really, the most difficult part of any attempt at drawing a comic, though, is having a stable production pipeline and regular output. For example, Garfield and Dilbert somehow still somewhat going.
Yeah, and the guy who created the Peanuts just passed away. Or actually, no, he passed away a while ago, but he would have been 100 this week.
Ah,
Mr. Schultz.
yeah, but still, it's there's something about that whole very copy paste nature. That's one of the works. That's one thing, but they somehow also manage to put in new text every time. That's that's incredibly difficult. Some people can do it, but I could never manage to make the whole joke format. Just random jokes all the time work for me.
Mm-hmm.
So now I have 14 pages of intense action with no dialogue or color. Because I just wanted an excuse to make a escape room thingy, roughly based on Resident Evil, roughly based on a couple of other things. Essentially, people stuck in another world, which is made up of video game logic when it comes to architecture and puzzles. because the Freemasons went a bit mad in the think tank, and now every building is designed around corrupted thoughts of architects.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need a reason for why you need to move blocks around, why there is a padlock that leads to the toilet key. Because somebody just went a bit insane, and the system built according to what they had on their mind at the time. That include people mutating into monsters and having a borderlands like respawn logic. Other than that you gain mutations over time and imperfections. Just an excuse to make people mutate into different creatures. Why? Because I can. Sounded like a good idea.
Uh-huh. So I'm not very talkative.
Yeah, I'm about to wrap up here anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, it's nice meeting you and talking to you finally.
Yeah.
I'm on every day at some point.
Okay.
Well, so I
It's,
guess I'll catch you another time, right?
yeah. I general. Let's see what happens because I'm generally online during the day and sometime in the night, anyways.
Yeah, I'm usually depending on my girlfriend when she's working, she's sick right now. She gets up like at 2 o'clock in the morning our time, so that's what 9, 10 o'clock your time in the morning is usually when I get up, and up till 8 p.m. my time.
Yeah, and so this is my things so far. Oh. I should probably update Discord before I go to bed.
Oh, is Discord?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
haven't updated it in a while, and I just see a green arrow at the top of the screen.
yeah. I updated like twice in 2 days.
And I probably made a mistake on the previous update then.
Yeah, that happens. That happens.
So
Alrighty.
I can't make
Go
a
ahead.
yeah. I can
Go
only
ahead.
do one thing: make a bed and say goodbye for now.
Alrighty. Good night.